Welcome to the Orange City Literature Festival's Book Review Podcast. My name is Akshara Itankar and I'm thrilled to kick off this new segment for the students of Nagpur. This year marks the 6th edition of the Orange City Literature Festival and we are delighted to provide a platform to students for sharing their insights on their favorite books. Joining me today is a very special guest, Miss Akshara Itankar from the MKH Sancheti Public School and Junior College, and she will be speaking to us about the very mind-opening and insightful book, The Power of Your Subconscious Mind by Dr. Joseph Murphy. So, Akshara, a very warm welcome to our podcast.
Thank you.
How are you doing today?
Well, I'm good right now.
You seem to be in great spirits and that's the best way to go. So, let's get started?
Yes.
Okay, so firstly, Akshara, I'm marveled at the fact that someone as young as you would be interested in something like the subconscious mind, psychology. So tell me, what is it about the book that you really liked?
So, first of all, this book really indicates that the power which you have in yourself, the consciousness, the consciousness and the subconsciousness which your mind gains. So, in our day-to-day life, as we talk with many people, we come together with different strata of society, right? So, there are different people with which we have to deal with. So, the ideas, the thoughts which we get directly affects our subconscious mind. So, that is what really fascinates me to know about our subconscious mind.
Subconscious mind, lovely. So, I'm very interested in knowing how did you find out about this book, subconscious mind, conscious mind, and what is subconscious mind for somebody who doesn't know?
Okay, so first of all, let me tell you how I found this book. So, from social media, I've got to know that there are millions of copies sold worldwide.
Okay.
So, that is why what fascinated me to read this book. And secondly, when I read this book, the idea of consciousness and subconsciousness hit my mind. So let me give you a brief idea how consciousness works and how subconsciousness works.
Sure.
So consciousness is something that you that really indicates in your life what is particularly happening, and subconsciousness is something that indirectly affects your mind. So like if I'm talking with you, this is consciousness of mine, and subconsciousness is the positivity which we have in together right now.
Okay, all right.
So, like, yeah.
I really love your energy. Firstly, I must applaud you on that, and your insights amazing. So, again, the idea perhaps would be that you need to be positive in order to react positively or in order to have positive behaviors later on. So, do you think that just thinking positively is sufficient for someone to train the subconscious mind or achieve a goal, for example?
So first of all, positivity is very important in life. If you want to succeed, you need positivity. If you take example of many great leaders, many great people, everyone has implemented the first step is that positivity. Positivity helps you to gain knowledge, helps you to experience different things. Positivity will lead you by an example, and not just positivity, but planning and execution is very important.
Right.
So
Very right.
if you have positivity, secondly, if you have faith, and both of them when come together gives a great mixture of planning. If you have great plan, you will do execution. Not just planning, but execution is also important.
Definitely.
So without execution, you can't achieve any goal, right?
Definitely, definitely. And so I think along these lines, you have trained your subconscious mind. I can see that you've done a fantastic job personally. So for somebody who wants to do this, like train their subconscious mind, for example, how should they start, in your opinion?
Yes. So first and the foremost step for doing it is think positively. Sit with people who have positive mindset. Sit with the people who want to achieve something different in their life. They are not the people who want to just be with some of the other firms and jobs, and they don't want to limit themselves. If you want to achieve something, you should have limitless mind. You should have limitless mindset.
Definitely.
Sitting with the people who have negative vibes will affect you very badly. So first of all, sit with the people who have positive mindset. Then see how they behave, how they perform themselves, how they present themselves in front of many people, right? Presenting in front of people will help someone to overcome the fear of stage, to overcome fear of people. If you want to build your brand, you should know how to represent in front of many people, because thousands of people are going to see your brand, right? So this is how you can conquer something. Yeah, so these are the first and foremost steps to do anything.
I'm absolutely in awe of all that you're saying.
Thank you.
It is really lovely to see someone of your age having this much clarity. And so I believe from what you've said, this can also be extended to visualizing your goals, right? It is not just always about achieving, but visualizing your goals. So how can you train your subconscious mind to visualize those goals? And is that going to work in your case, if you have an example?
Yes. So, in my case, I had an example when I was in 7th class. So, at that time, I got an opportunity to present myself in front of stage. And the competition was extempo speech. For those who don't know what is extempo speech, so that is something which you have to prepare in 2 minutes, or you get a very specific small amount of time.
It's very nerve-wracking, yes.
And you have to present yourself in front of thousands and hundreds and thousands of people, right?
Yes.
So at that point of time, I was nervous. That was the first time I was going on the stage and presenting myself in front of many people. There were students sitting in front of me. They were watching me. Some of the students were online virtually seeing me. And at that time, I felt very nervous because that was my first time, right? And after going home, I was like crying. I was just thinking like, why wouldn't I do that at that same point of time? Then I thought that yes, let's improve ourselves now. I watched many kinds of movies, English speeches, then watched many podcasts, listened many podcasts, and that's how I trained myself in the few course of time. But the main thing which struck or which boosted up me was visualizing me in front of many people. The body language, I used to sit in front of mirror, and I was just visualizing myself that yes, I'm orienting many people, I'm talking in front of many people, I'm sitting next to someone who is very renowned, and I'm just telling myself that yes, you can do it. Yes, I can do it. I used to visualize, I used to manifest that yes, one day I will go on that same stage, I will speak in front of many people, and visualizing that helped me to improve my posture, my body language in front of many people. So visualization is very important actually.
You might end up inspiring so many more people who are going to be watching this. It is so lovely to hear you speak about these things. And one thing I realized is the importance of talking positive things into yourself. You could have easily gotten disheartened and said, I'm never going to do this again. I'm never going to go on a stage and speak to people ever again or address a gathering. But you chose to do the exact opposite. And that shows that the subconscious is not really one to differentiate whether something is good or bad. It just takes something in and you internalize it eventually. So on that note, how important are positive affirmations according to you? Do you think they can greatly determine where a person goes in the future?
Yes, surely. So positive affirmation, we can find many different affirmation. Let me give you an insight of how you can believe, or how you can constantly take learnings from affirmation. So when you wake up, just try to remember that yes, this is a new day in my life, and I have to do something that is more different than anyone has done. I have to do something which will lead my life in future with great success, right? Positive affirmation will help you gain positivity in yourself, and surely it will help you in future as well. So positive affirmation are very important. It will give you positivity, which is very important. As I said, positivity, planning and execution. These are the 3 main steps to conquer anything in life.
Yeah, you seem to be a byproduct of a lot of positive affirmations because you definitely have an amazing aura, an amazing energy around you. So on that note, before I wrap up, a last question for you. A lot of our fears that we internalize, I believe that they would also be linked to our subconscious mind. Are there any fears that you have had that you have reversed by training your subconscious mind, and how did you do that?
Yes, as I said, I had stage fear, right? When I firstly gone onto the stage, I had the fear of how to speak in front of many people. That I conquered, but let me tell you another example of one lady, which the example is given in the book, right? There was one lady who was injured very badly, and she was very adult, she was 68 or 69, I guess.
Oh, okay.
And she was injured, right? At that age, at that point of age, no one, everyone thinks that how will I heal from that
Heal
thing?
from this, right?
She had fear that she would be injured for a long course of time. But with that belief in herself, with the belief in something that is in general, but we cannot see. That may be spirituality, that may be belief in God, anything it may be. That I think helped her to overcome that injury, because your mind knows what you are doing. It may be you that you don't know what you're doing, but your mind very well know that what you're doing. So the lady, she used to talk positively. She was very confident in herself that yes, I will heal from that injury. And there was one quote by Dr. Joseph Murphy that the doctor wounds the injury and God heals it. So if you have something like fear in yourself, or some mishap has been done with you, so don't worry. Firstly, believe in yourself. Go with the process. It will take some time, but yeah, definitely you will conquer that thing.
You would definitely make a wonderful speaker just by listening to you. I could listen to you for hours on end. It is lovely, the energy you have, the wisdom that you carry at this young age. It is fabulous. It was an absolute joy speaking to you, Akshara.
Thank you.
So, with this, I'd like to wrap up today's segment of today's podcast. It was an absolute joy to have you here, Akshara. I loved hearing you, and I'm sure the listeners would feel so. You have dropped some amazing tips, amazing words of advice. Another good news for our listeners is that you can visit the Orange City Literature Festival at the Chitnaveh Center from 22nd, 23rd and 24th of November, and you will have the opportunity to meet hundreds of authors and delve into the magical world of books. So stay tuned for the next episode, where we shall be back with more students from different schools. And until then, keep reading, keep exploring, and happy listening.